Hello everyone, myself Kamna Singh. Today we are going to discuss the topic accumulator organization. In the accumulator organization, as we know, that is the processor register. Actually, accumulator organization is the processor. So first of all, we are going to discuss the processor organization. After that, we are going this accumulator organization. The processor organization is that how all the registers are stored and arranged in the processor and how they are communicated. So that is called as a processor organization. And again, the processor organization is of three types. That is a single register, general and stack register. In the single register organization, that is also called as an accumulator organization. In the accumulator organization, that is the only the general purpose register. General register organization, there are different type of registers are there. They all are communicated and different ALU operations will be performed here. Now, in the stack organization, again the stack organization is of two types, that is the memory stack organization and the register stack organization. In the previous lecture, we already discussed about the general register and stack organization. Today, we are going to discuss the topic accumulator organization. So, as we know, that is in the CPU organization, there is a first single, general and stack is again of two types, that is a memory stack and the register stack. Now, in the single accumulator organization, there are three type of instructions are there, that is a three address instructions, two address instruction and one address instruction. In these particular address instructions, there is always the numericals will be there, and in these numericals, we have first of all, we know that all the mnemonics, like if we are using the plus. In this particular plus operation, we are using the mnemonics as add. If there is a minus, then we can use subtract. Just like the multiply and divide. Only the three characters we are using here for the mnemonics of the micro operations. And again the next, we can also use the load and store. There is also can be operation, that is a load and store. These load and store is used to storing the result in the register. As we know, what is micro operations? Micro operations are the operations that are the executed on that particular content which is stored in the register. Means whatever content stored in the register and you are performing some operations like the addition, subtraction or a multiplication or a division, then these particular values are called as a micro operations. Fine. So, today we are going to discuss in the three address, two address and one address instructions. In this, the three address instruction. In the three address instruction, as you can see, there is some numerical part will be there. That is what, if there is a whatever value is there, A plus B of C plus D. So, first of all, you can consider the opcodes. Here the operands are what? These are the operands. Operands are what? That is whatever variable that is you are performing some operations, then it is called as an operand. So, here operands are A, B, C and D, and the opcodes are here. Opcodes means what? Whatever operations you are performing on the variable, that is the opcodes. Means these are the plus, minus or whatever. Here only one opcode is there, that is the add. Plus operation, fine. And the multiply operation is also there. So, here the opcode is this. Means whatever operation you are performing on the variable, that is the opcode, and on which variable you are performing the operation, A, B, C, D, whatever variables, or that is called as the operands. So, here you can see here that is a B and C, D is there. Now, you are, first of all, you have to remember in the memory. In a memory, there is a registers, whatever the register, in the register you can use here, but the A and B are the operands. Always, whenever the A and B or any variables are in your numericals, always you can use the memory location. And what is the meaning of this memory location? suppose this is the memory and there is a physical address as we discussed earlier, that is these are the memory blocks of the memory, and in this particular memory this is called the physical address or whatever value stored here. Suppose that A will be stored here, so this particular A is at the location of M of A. That's why we can write A here as an M of A or a M of B or M of C. So now these are the single accumulator organization, that is a 3 address, 2 address and 1 address instruction. So first and the 0 address instruction are there. In the 0 address instruction, as we discussed, that is the RPN value, that is the reverse Polish notation. So one by one we can go to discuss. These are the theory part. Now we can discuss that actually when the numericals will come, then how we are going to perform. So suppose that your numerical is coming y equal to A plus B divided by C plus D into E. Suppose this is, and you have to perform the 3 address instruction. So first of all, you have to write down the instruction and the comment. Always remember, in the 3 address instruction, in whatever the 3 address means what? In the 3 address, there is a first value as a result and the second value as an input 1 and the third value is input 2. Means if you are performing, that is a y equal to A plus B, so result will be stored here as an y. So you can write it y, and input 1 and input B is A and B. So input A and input B and separated by the comma. So first of all, when you are going to write the instruction as in comment, that is first. Now this A plus B we can store in the R1 register. Fine. So what is the opcode here? There is a opcode is plus. Plus means add. So you have to write it as add. R1, where the result is going to be stored, as you are assuming that. In the R1, you are going to store the addition operation in the A and B. So result will be stored here in the R1 and A and B. A value and B value. A and B is there. Now, how you are writing here, that is in the R1, you are performing the add operation of A and B, means R1 of M of A plus M of B. First thing. Next, the next instruction is going to executed in the R2. Suppose that in the R2, the second part of the instruction you are storing in the R2. So D and E, because by the help of the BODMAS rule, you can see here, it is the plus and there is a multiplication. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the multiply operation. So you can write it here as a multiply. Result will be stored in R2 and there is a R2 and D and E. Means what? Addition, and now the multiplication operation is performed on the D and E and the result will be stored in R2. So the R2 value is this one and M of D multiply M of E. D and E. Multiplication of M of D into M of E. Then now the C is there and the complete result of D into E is stored in the R2. So you can write it here as, because the multiplication is already done, now the addition operation. In the addition operation, D into E is stored in the R2 and the complete result is going to store in the R2. So you can write it here R2, C and R2. Means what? This R2 is here and C is the M of C, this C, and D into E is already stored in the R2. So plus R2 is there. Now all these C plus D into E will be stored in the R2. Now again there is a y equal to, in both these relations there is a divide operation. So you can write it here as divide, and in this divide operation what is going to happen? The result will be stored in y, and this A plus B is the R1 and next value is the R2. So in the divide operation y, m of y is what? R1 divided by R2. So this is the 3 address instruction. In this 3 address instruction, you can see here whatever the number of opcodes are there. There are opcodes are 1, 2, 3, 4. Always the 4 opcodes are there. It means the 4 lines will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can verify your particular numerical also, so that with the opcodes. If there is a 4 opcodes, so definitely there are 4 values are there. That is a add, multiply, add and division is there. Now in the 2 address instruction, if we are taking the both the same thing, that is y equal to A plus B divided by C plus D into E. We are taking the same in the 2 address instruction. Now, first of all the values will be stored in the R1, and in this particular value will be stored in the R2. Now, the first of all that there is a 2 address instruction. 2 address instruction means there is a result and the input 1. Input 2 is not there because there is a 2 address instruction. So now at the time there is a instruction and the comment. In the instruction and comment, the first value is what? First you have to load A. Here you can write load or move. You can also write down the move A also there. Okay? So there, that is, in this particular there is a R1 value is there. All the complete resultant will be stored in R1. So now the load A. Load A, how you are writing? First is the R1 A. It means what? R1, the A value of whatever the A value is there, this A value is going to the R1. Fine. Now the add operation. In the add operation, the R1 value. Now A is in the R1. So you can write it as in the R1 you are storing the B. Fine. So now there is a R1 is to R1 plus B. This R1 is what? This particular R1 is the actually A, which is actually stored in the A. Now this particular A plus B and the whole addition value or resultant will be stored in the R1. A plus B. Now in the C plus D, again the R2 value is there. Because the restriction is there, you can verify your numerical with this. That is the only there should be a 2 values in the 2 address. In the 3 address, there are 3 values. In the 0 address, there will be no values are there. Fine. So in the add operation, there will be. Now in the second, C plus D into E, again the BODMAS rule will be applied. That is a D and E is the multiply. So first of all, again the load will be, load what? R2D. In the R2, you are performing the M of D and then multiply is there. In the multiply of E means R2 to what? R2 to M of E. This is the multiplication. Now, in the multiply after that, there is a C. All D into E will be stored here in the R2 because the R2 is what? R2 is what? That is the register. That is a temporary buffer. Every time your values will be vanished, previous values, and the next value will be stored. So here that is the R2 will be, now the content of R2 is the D into E. At the previous, the R2 content was D. Now in the C, again the add operation will be performed. This add operation is what? In the R2 C. You can also write the C, you can change the sequence, that is C comma R2. That is also okay. Then the R2 is what? Here in the R2 plus M of C. C plus D into E. Now we have to perform what? We have to perform the divide operation. Now in the divide operation, R1 to R2 means in the R1 register, R1 divided by R2. Whenever you are writing R1 or R2, you are not going to write that M of R1, M of R2, because it is already the memory. So there is no need to R1, R2, M of R1. But when you are taking the variables, always you have to write M of A and F. That is the memory location. Fine. So division, now the Y, all these particular resultant will be stored in Y. So here that is a Y. This particular Y is called what? M of Y. So A plus B divided by C plus D into E. In the divide operation, that is Y, and the Y is what? M of Y. M of Y means there is a, you are going to store what? R1 value. In which? In the Y. So in the Y, R1 will be stored. And now in the R1, there is a R1 divided by R2. It means M of Y, R1 value will be stored in this. This is the to address instruction. Fine. And next is the one address instruction. Again the same value I am taking, Y equal to A plus B divided by C plus D into E. In the one address instruction, only the accumulator will be there. Here R1 and R2, 3 address and 2 address instruction, there are R1 and R2 was there. But in the one address instruction, only the one value, means there is a accumulator value, means in the instruction only the result will be there. No input 1 or not input 2. Then all the values will be stored in the accumulator, and this accumulator is called as a accumulator, as a processor register. All the processing is done in the accumulator. Now in the one address instruction, what we are going first, because there is a, always remember, if there is a divide or a negative sign, always go to the last value. Always keep this starting from here. If there is a plus or a multiply, that is okay. But if there is a minus or divide operation, then always you have to take this one. Fine. Now we are going to store it here as an accumulator. So first of all, we can use move D. Move D means, because the first we are going to perform the D into E. So move D means in the accumulator you are inserting the D, M of D. D value, M of D into the accumulator. Now E means you are multiplying E. Already in the accumulator there is a D value. So now you are multiplying accumulator into M of E. Next you have to add C. Add C means in the accumulator, now in the accumulator there is a D into E. Now you have to add, means in the accumulator you are adding M of C. Fine. Now in the accumulator, this one, now this value will be stored some variable like T. Accumulator value will be stored in the M of T. Now the A plus B. Now the accumulator is again free because all the contents of the C plus D into E is stored in the T. So it is free. Now the A plus B. In the A plus B, what will happen? That is again the same procedure will be followed. That is a move A. A value will be here in the accumulator. M of A will be going to the accumulator. Just like the same. Now the add B. Add B means what? In the accumulator now here as an A. So now AC is to M of A plus M of B. Or here with the help of a MA, you can also write here that is as an accumulator. That is also okay. If you are writing M of A plus M of B, that is also okay. And if you are writing accumulator plus M of B, that is also okay. Because in this time, in the AC, there is a value is there. Fine. Now, in the division, divide. In the accumulator, there is a plus B. Now, the division in the T, because the T operation contains the C plus D into E. So, accumulator having what? Accumulator divided by M of T. Now, this complete value will be stored in where? It is in the Y. In the Y means now the store Y. When you are storing Y, it means in the accumulator, the M of Y value. Fine. So, in the M of Y value is AC. Whatever the AC content is stored in the M of Y. That is the one address instruction. Now, in the zero address instruction. In the zero address instruction, always first step is whatever procedure is given, whatever the numerical part or whatever the programming is given, always it will be converted into the RPN. RPN is the reverse Polish notation. Suppose the question is again same, that is Y equal to A plus B divided by C plus D into E. This is the operation. Now, the RPN is the reverse Polish notation, or you can say that is the post order traversal. In a post order traversal, what is going to happen? That means that is A plus B. A, B and the opcode will be in the last. Now, this C, D, E first into, then plus and then divide. This is the RPN of this zero address instruction. Now, in the instruction, and comment. The first thing is what? In the instruction, there is a top of the stack. Top of the stack is what? In the top of the stack, there is an A. So, you have to, it is just like the push and pop operation. There is a stack and in the stack, you are inserting A, B, C, D operation. So, in the instruction, you can write it that is a push. Only push. There is no instruction is there. That is a push A. That is what? In the top of the stack, that is push A means top of the stack M of A. And now the address instruction. That is what? Add. So, here you can write it add. And next is the push B. The top of the stack is M of B. Then the add, top of the stack is M of A plus M of B. This will be so on. And next is the C plus D into E. Again, the what will be happen? The push C AB plus, AB push and the plus is the add. Next push C, push D and push E. And next is what? Multiply. Here you can write it multiply, then add and then divide. Simple. So how the comments will be procedure? Push C means in the top of the stack there is a C. In the top of the stack there is a D. In the top of the stack there is a E. And then when the multiply is going on in the top of the stack, previous value M of D into M of E. And when add operation is going on, the top of the stack is this M of C plus M of D plus M of E. Now the division, in the division you can write it top of the stack is A plus B divided by C plus D into E. This will be your answer. So this is the zero address instruction, and thank you.